Did you guys see Angels, Demons, and Spiritual Tools? Because it is ready for pre-order. Okay, so check it out. You could go to Amazon. You could see it there. You could go to Apple, see it there. And I just want to say this, is that when you do hear what you're about to hear, when you actually get a hold of the Angels, Demons, and Spiritual Tools, just know it's 7.5 hours. 7.5 hours of information from above. SOC. Lots of questions I asked. Lots of questions that I thought about. Other people have asked me. And what happens is it turns into the situation where you're saying, okay, but wait a minute. How does it work with demons? What happens with demons? Are demons even real? What is a demon? What does a demon do? What happens to somebody's soul when they pass? Where does it go? What happens with that? And the questions just roll into one question after another, after another. If you don't know what I'm talking about Angels, Demons, and Spiritual Tools. Check it out on Amazon. Just type in medical medium, Angels, Demons, and Spiritual Tools in Amazon. Apple, it's there too. I think it's on Spotify. I think it's there too. But so what would happen is I'm like, okay, Spirit, okay, what is a demon? Like for real though. People say this and people say that and people do this and people, what is a demon? And so it's information that I think you got to be ready for. You have to be ready for the information. I'm going to be honest. And you might want to like chelate it a little bit. You might want to decant it a little bit. You might want to increment it a little bit, if that's even a word, if any of those are words. You might want to just kind of ease into it. The 7.5 hours, you might start with a half an hour. You listen to that half an hour, and then you go, okay. All right. And then you back away from it because there's so much to digest, because I actually have a source that understands what angels, what demons are, what kind of spiritual tools to use, and information about, hell, and other information too. So when it's real information from above, the game changes. Everything changes. It's not like, theories and theorizing and theologists, going into some scripture and, looking into here and looking into here, but this says this and this is that. And then summarizing what they think it could be. When you hear it from SOC and you hear about demons and you hear about angels and you hear about things like hell and then you hear what it really is and what's happening, it's something that's a whole nother level of understanding. It's a whole nother level of all kinds of stuff. So I'm just saying this because it's getting closer. It's coming out March 18th. Pre-order it. Get a hold of it. You can get it for free. How about that? You can get it for free. If you're subscribed already to all these different, things that people do for audibles and audio stuff, and it's an original audio. And my publisher, God bless them. They're backing me. They're backing me 100% on this. God bless them. And the thing is, and when they heard it, when the publisher heard this, they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, yeah, you think people are going to be ready for it? Do you think people are going to be ready for it? I can't really answer that. But anyway, look. Talking about angels, demons, and spiritual tools, check it out. You can pre-order it now. It's coming out March 18th, but pre-order it now. Get a copy, get it loaded up so that you can start with it and start getting into it. Remember, it's 7.5 hours. Every single line. I'm the narrator. Every single line is, it's every single line. It's not like fluff and coffee talk and, you know what I mean? Right? Coffee talk and fluff and stuff like that. It's every single line is like, what? Like, what? Like, what do you mean that's a demon? What is that? What? It's just like every single line. So, yeah, I just want you guys to know that you're hearing it here from the horse's mouth. Get ready. Be prepared. Definitely do the lemon balm tea. Definitely do the lemon balm tea when you start listening to that audio, that original audio. It's medical medium, angels, demons, and spiritual tools. It's about empowerment, but about important empowerment, because we don't know what's really happening in the ether. We don't know what's really happening around us, right? And you got all this adversity and all these different things that are happening, and people's struggles and freak accidents. When you ask Spirit of Compassion, like, so I'm afraid to ask, right? I'm afraid to ask, Spirit, but can you fill me in a little bit about freak accidents? How does that work? Like, how is it possible the craziest crap happens? How is it possible a girl can be sitting on a rocky area in Thailand or something, and you've got the water coming in, the waves are coming in, and the friends are all there, and how is it possible where all of a sudden just a wave comes and the person's gone? Or how is it possible with the freak accident thing? Like, what is it? Is it really coincidence? And I'm just asking Spirit. I'm like, Spirit, like, come on, is it really coincidence? What's a freak accident? And it takes it all the way down to freak to begin with, the whole freak word, information about this from Spirit of Compassion. And when you hear that, you're just like, what? Like, oh my God, I'm going to release this? I'm going to release this information? Yeah, I'm going to release this information. And it just gives you tingles up your spine. Tingles up your spine. Anyway, angels, demons, and spiritual tools. Check it out. I mean, look, I'll talk about it more as we go along, but that's. I'm actually like nervous. I mean, look, I've done a trillion lives, right? I haven't done a trillion lives, but I've been live a lot of times over the years, right? And I've done different things, but I'm nervous just talking about the angels and demons and spiritual tools. Just talking about angels, demons, and spiritual tools, because it's so intense and it's so jam-packed. But it's not just jam-packed. It's not like, it's different than the medical medium books, the other medical medium books. It's different than Cleanse to Heal. It's different than Brain Saver. It's different than, medical medium books, because it's the spiritual end of things. And there's spiritual information in these medical medium books. Now, Spirit of Compassion has given a lot of spiritual about the soul, about lots of things in the medical medium books. But then, if you, like, is the Grim Reaper real? What is the Grim Reaper? How does it work if there was a Grim Reaper? And then you hear this information. I'm hearing it from Spirit of Compassion, and I'm like, okay, all right. I will put that in here. What is a Grim Reaper? Is there a Grim Reaper? What is it really? What happens with souls when they cross over? Are demons real? Like, all this information, like, what is this? And then, like I said before, freak accidents and things like that, and all kinds of stuff. Like, what is? And when you guys chip away at this audio, when you get it, you just do a half an hour at a time. That's what I mean by chipping away at it. You just don't. I probably wouldn't recommend doing this 7.5 hours all at once. I probably wouldn't recommend that. The angels, demons, and spiritual tools audio. I wouldn't do the 7.5 hours all at once. I mean, I kid around and I do this a lot, like, but I'm serious. Okay. All right. So, a couple announcements. Anyway, I just want to talk Wellness Reset at Cafe Gratitude, the Wellness Reset, okay? This is the Kick Butt Wellness Reset right there. You're looking at it, all right? There it is. Wellness Reset, okay? talking about healing the body, talking about healing the liver, talking about healing the gut, healing the pancreas, healing the lungs, healing everything. It's only available for a limited time. It's at Cafe Gratitude. It's a wellness reset. It's dirt cheap. Guess what I'm making on it? Do you want to know what I'm making on it, you guys? Okay? Guess what I'm making on this wellness reset at Cafe Gratitude, where when you go and purchase this, you pre-order it, you purchase it, and I'm going to go over what's in here, right? And you can see the celery juice is in here, heavy metal detox smoothie is in here, and you see the brain soother juice, and you see the different things in here. Guess what I'm making on this at Cafe Gratitude? A big zero, because I just want people healing. I want people better. The price is so low. It is a cleanse. It's the celery juice, heavy metal detox smoothie. It's the craving shifter shot. It's the spiced squash soup. And I'm going to show you the recipes. It's the brain soother juice. It's the healing broth soup, the dream shifter shot. And you can do add-ons to this cleanse. You can do the Estonian stew, and you can do the massaged kale salad. That's what's really cool right there. So let me take a look here. So I'm going to show you what's in here, okay? All right, let's go. First of all, I'm going to go to I'm going to start with page 310, I think. Well, look, there's the celery juice. That's the brain soother juice, of course. There we go. Nice. The celery juice right there. That's in the cleanse. Made already for you. A beautiful celery juice. Boom. And you know what that does? Cleans up the body, cleans up the liver, cleans up the blood, helps get rid of dirty blood syndrome. I mean, you name it, it does all these amazing things, right? You got the celery juice, knocks down pathogens, helps to heal. I mean, that's celery juice. That's in the cleanse, right? That's in the cleanse. Let's go to page 264. Let's find that right there. 264. There it is. Heavy metal detox smoothie. So what are you doing with the heavy metal detox smoothie? It's in this cleanse, the wellness reset. There's cleanses out there, but come on. There's cleanses out there, but we're talking about like something that works, something that heals, getting metals out of the brain, getting metals out of the liver, getting metals out of the organs, the bones, the bone marrow, getting metals out of the bone marrow. How incredible that is. Heavy metal detox smoothie is in the cleanse. So if you guys just got on here, I'm talking about the wellness reset at Cafe Gratitude. It's really an incredible cleanse. You can pre-order, limited time only. Let's go into page 210. Let's look for that. So I'm in the shots right here. So in this cleanse, you get the cravings shifter shot. There it is right there. Cravings shifter shot right there. Okay. There it is. Craving shifter shot. Boom. Let me see if I can do this better for you. There you are. Okay? That's in there too. What does it do? Not only is it a healing shot, it actually rewires the brain. So you're not craving so much. So you're not off balance with your craving. So you're not trying to, overeat, tank the food down. That's in the cleanse. How cool is that? Spice squash soup. Let's go to page 338 right here. It's amazing. Is that it? Boom. That's it right there. There it is. Spice squash soup. Right there. Okay? Squash is an incredible fruit for you. It's one of the best fruits you can actually eat is squash. So spice squash soup. Butternut squash, onion, garlic is in there. Ginger, hot pepper, cumin, coriander, cayenne. It's amazing. That's in the Wellness Reset Cleanse. You can pre-order this whole cleanse. How sick is that at Cafe Gratitude? Let's take a look. Brain Soother Juice. Let's look for that really quick, okay? I mean, how cool is this, right? Brain Soother Juice. There it is right there. I want to show you. By the way, I'm in Medical Medium Brain Saver Protocols. That's where I am. Okay. Brain Soother Juice right there. Boom. Brain Soother Juice. Cucumber, celery, apple, fennel. Good for the brain. Gets all kinds of minerals to the brain. Exactly. Gets a balance of minerals, trace minerals to the brain. That's a good one right there. And at the same time, you're cleansing. You're cleansing toxins, poisons, everything out of you. How incredible is that? Okay. All right. Page 370 right here. I'm looking right now for the next thing. All right, so let's see. Is it in here? Is it in here? Am I in the right book? There's so many books. Let's go. Let's keep on looking. Oh, yeah. I'm looking. Hold on, you guys. There it is, page 370. Okay. Healing broth soup right there. Boom. There it is. Healing broth soup. Sweet potato, carrot, onion, shiitake mushroom, parsley, garlic, ginger, turmeric, hot pepper in the Wellness Reset Cleanse. Dream Shifter. Let's hit that right now, okay? Page 218. We'll get the Dream Shifter going. There it is right there. Dream Shifter. I know you guys are doing the Dream Shifter. You guys are doing some of these. I know many of you do the brain shots. It's in the cleanse. How incredible is that? When I think about it, boom, it's in the cleanse. So make Dream Shifter shot, ginger, mango, cherry, zucchini, mint, all made for you. That's what I'm talking about. Estonian stew. Let's see. It's the Medical Medium book. Right here. Let's find it right now. All right, there it is. These are add-ons. So you can get the Estonian stew. It's an add-on to this cleanse. Here it is right here. Okay. Onion, mushroom, carrot, cabbage, potato, healing broth, fresh dill. How incredible is this? And that is part of the cleanse too. It's an add-on you can get in the Wellness Reset. So when you're doing healing like this in a cleanse, wow, it's just a whole nother thing people just don't know. When it comes, cleanse that works counts, you know what I mean? So in the massage kale salad, we're trying to find that really quick. See if we can get it. There it is, massage kale salad right there. The Medical Medium book. All these incredible healing tools made for you. The Wellness Reset. You can't go wrong. It's made for you. Right there at Cafe Gratitude, only available for a limited time. Cafe Gratitude in LA. You can go and just pre-order it, get them working on it. They'll have it ready and fresh for you, and then you're doing your healing. And you don't have to worry about making it. And it's so inexpensive, in my opinion. Heck yeah. There you go. And if somebody's like, oh, he's doing all this promotion. Really? Because I'm not getting paid for it. I'm not. I just want a healing cleanse in an amazing place like Cafe Gratitude so people can heal and move forward with their lives, with their lives in the healing process and getting their lives back, quality of their lives back. People ask me to do this forever. They've been asking me, put it in Cafe Gratitude, put it in a place, put it, the whole bit. And that is the Wellness Reset Medical Medium Cleanse in Cafe Gratitude. You can get it there, order it. That's the Wellness Reset right there. Okay, another announcement right here. Get ready. Pizza party. Are you guys coming? Did you get a ticket? The Medical Medium Pizza Party at Cafe Gratitude. Collaboration between Cafe Gratitude and Medical Medium. I worked on the crust myself. And then, yeah, Chef Drew worked on the crust. And we got a crust that is to die for. Or to live for, like people say. I like to say to die for. Because it's that incredible. That incredible. So this crust is amazing. The pizzas are amazing. And you also are going to experience... Here's the thing. So the pizza party, right? Those are dinners. Okay? March 3rd, 4th, 5th, right? Coming right up. Did you get a ticket? Are you going to be there? It's a meet and greet. And maybe we'll do a light blast. You never know. But you can get the pizzas there from there on after. So you can get those Medical Medium pizzas. They're going to be on the menu at Cafe Gratitude from there on after. So that's incredible all on its own. It's not just for the party. It's going to be on the menu. There's also other incredible things on the menu too, like the nori rolls and so forth, the sushi rolls. Anyway, I hope you guys are coming. Who actually got a ticket? I'm going to be there in person. I can't wait to see you. It's going to be a meet and greet. It's going to be exciting. And we're all going to be eating pizza. Like, what? Pizza? Medical Medium pizzas? Come on. At Cafe Gratitude? Medical Medium pizzas at Cafe Gratitude. I mean, seriously. How cool is that? And guess what? It's like coming around the bend. What is today? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Yeah, I got to get out there, okay? I got to get out there. I got to get my crap together, and I'm going to be there. I'm going to grab my bag, and I'm going to be there. Yeah, I'm blown away. I can't believe it's coming, and it's the Medical Me and Pizza Party. Oh, let's not forget, 2 cookies are going to be on the menu. 2 Medical Me and cookies are going to be at the pizza party. And time tea on the menu. Come on. Amazing. You got a ticket? You're going to be there? All right, so let's get down to it. Let's get down to it. Bird flu. Think it's stupid? No, it's not. Bird flu. Think it's funny? No, it's not. Right now, something's happening, and people are not aware of it. Oh, but I'm aware of the bird flu, AW. I've heard about the bird flu many times. It's different than any other bird flu. It's a bird flu that's out there on purpose. Was that a crappy job, that one right there? It's a bird flu that's actually out there on purpose. And it's out there for a reason. And it's like there's a bad flu out there now, right? It's out there for a reason. So that the bird flu and the flu come together and they produce something else, like a mutation of a bird flu. That's the goal. Anyway, don't eat chicken is the name of this episode, or stay away from chicken, or whatever you want to call it. Keep chicken away. So let's go into it a little bit. I got a roasted chicken right here, as you can see. I also have some other chicken too. I got some chicken tenders, or whatever you want to call them. I don't know what you call them. I got some buffalo wings here as well. I'm just going to place them in front of us right here. I got the whiteboard. We're going to talk about this. Stick around for this little talk because it's critical. It is. It's critical. The bird flu was designed and manufactured in a lab. That's what it was. It's not a natural occurring thing. A bird can't catch a flu. A bird doesn't produce a flu. It doesn't work like that. So it's not like a bird just suddenly came down with the flu. The avian bird flu, the bird flu, the different strains of bird flu, they just don't produce themselves. They don't come out of nowhere. They're put out there. They're put out there in the crops. And I'm just hinting to something, but, drones. Drones. Yeah, sorry. I don't know if you heard that right there, but I have a bad cough. I got the bird flu. Just kidding. I don't have a bad cough. Drones! How did that bird flu get out there? Drones! So the bird flu is put out there purposely so birds catch it. Wild birds are catching it right now. Wild birds they're falling out of the sky in droves. Geese are falling out of the sky in droves, just landing on highways right now. People just don't realize this, but it's happening. Geese are falling out of the sky. Ducks are falling out of the sky. Robins are falling out of the sky. Yes, robins. Because the bird flu is designed to kill the bird. It's not designed for the bird to survive. Birds don't normally survive a bird flu. Not this one now and not this one here. When the bird catches the bird flu, the bird dies. The bird dies not because the bird's adrenals explode, just like other flus and so forth, and like C, right? And the adrenals explode. But the birds die from the bird flu because the bird flu virus goes after the cells of the bird, after the organ cells, after the muscle cells, after the fat cells. So the virus is designed to go and eat, to go and feast on these cells, to attack the cells on the deepest level. The bird flu is designed, that virus is designed to attack the bird's nervous system. It's designed to attack the bird's brain and nerves. That's why the birds suddenly get the bird flu, and within hours, the bird just dies. That's what's happening. The reason why they're executing and killing so many birds right now, so many different in the poultry world, agriculture, the poultry world, right? The reason why they're killing so many is because they're watching the birds die that fast, and it's scaring the crap out of everybody. It's not like the birds are sick and you put these birds over here, they're sick. Maybe these birds didn't catch the flu yet. Put them over here. Maybe in this, in this pen here, the birds didn't get it. We just have birds getting sick in this pen. Because they're dropping dead so fast, it's scaring the crap out of people. So they're killing millions and millions and millions of chickens right now. You're seeing the egg prices go up. You're seeing eggs get scarce, and they're going to get scarcer and scarcer. So the bird flu is interesting because it is jumping to humans to some degree, but for a bird flu of this magnitude to do damage in a human, which it does, when it does get into a human, it needs another flu present. So it needs two flus, right? Needs another flu present. So let's see what we got here. So you got one. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Got another one. Okay? That's one flu virus. That's the human flu virus right there. Then you got the bird flu virus right there. Okay? So the goal of the evildoers is to make sure the bird flu enters the body and has a good chance of being in the body at the same time, whether or not at the tail end, but at the beginning of a human flu virus in the same body. This is the goal. You might not be able to see it too easily. There you go. How about that? Yep, there we are. What happens is they spar for a little bit. That's right. They do a little bit of sparring. Okay? They check each other out. They size each other up. They both don't want to die. And they both want to challenge and trick out the human immune system. So instead of one killing the other, they transmute, they connect, they sequence. Because they're all about reproducing. Because that's what happens. If you get one flu cell, viral cell in you, how does it work? It reproduces itself to turn into 1,000, to turn into hundreds of thousands. So that when you sneeze, you're spreading it. It's out there, right? So it's done. But these two viruses eventually will bond together. So that's what the evildoers want. They want them to bond together and then sequence. What that means is they bond together and they reproduce a hybrid out of the human flu and the bird flu. Now that hybrid has information in it to destroy bird flesh. To destroy bird flesh, bird cells, bird brain cells, bird nerve cells. That's the goal, yes, of the virus. It's been engineered, manufactured, and raised in eggs to do so. And then placed into birds in labs, and they see enough birds die. They see birds die quick. They want like a 90% death rate. They want a 95% bird death rate. When they see that, then they get it out there. They got different means of getting the bird flu out there. Different means of doing it. So the goal is for people to carry a bird flu, maybe without knowing, and then pick up the flu that's going around. Yeah, that they put out there too. So they put both of them out there. The goal is just laughing. The goal is to get these two to sequence and get them to cause a problem. So what happens? When a mutation starts, we have a new bug. That's the goal. The mutation has a really high rate of killing people. Because it's with the human flu and it's the bird flu put together, the ratio of the death rate will most likely be at 50%. That's the goal. So if you look at, 8 billion people on the planet, or don't quote me on the number of the people on this earth, but say 8 billion roughly, give or take, 4 billion die. That's the goal. I'm not saying it's going to happen, and I'm not saying it's happening now. And I'm not saying God won't step in, and I'm not saying the angels won't step in and derail it. And I'm not saying the light won't come in and derail it. But that's what they're trying to do right now. Pretty crazy crap. So I'm not saying don't eat chicken because I'm a person of vegan nature, a vegan connoisseur, plant-based person, and I got all kinds of different propaganda lined up to try to get you guys to stop eating chicken. You want to eat chicken, eat chicken. But I'm going to go into why we shouldn't eat chicken. So we're going to head into that, okay? All right. Cooking the chicken doesn't help. Cook your chicken. Cook your chicken. I'll say that 100 times. Do not eat raw chicken. Do not eat raw chicken. Cook your chicken. Whatever you do. Deborah, I'm a nurse in a hospital, are full of influenza A and B, by the way. Flu A patients right now. So Deborah says she's a nurse and the hospitals are filled with influenza A. Yep. They're also filled with B. They're also filled with COVID and a few bird flus. They released some bad flus. That's why everybody's sick right now. But the timing is purposeful. They released some bad bird flus. So they released, more than one. It gives a greater chance for somebody to get that bird flu, not just somebody, hundreds and hundreds of people, and at the same time getting hundreds and hundreds of that flu, the human flu. The goal is to get those two to bond and mutate and make a deadly flu. People say, I can just eat the chicken and it will be okay. How does that work? It doesn't work that way. It's like this. The more chicken you eat, the more chances you're going to keep the bird flu active, strong, and alive. Because pretty soon, a lot of people are going to have the bird flu because it's jumping into people. You don't want that chance for it to jump and then proliferate fast and not be killed off by your immune system. The more bird flu gets around and spreads, because it's feeding on chicken inside people's bodies, the more chances it's going to get stronger and stick around longer to eventually make the sequence occur between the human flu and the bird flu. Cooking the chicken doesn't stop the problem. That has nothing to do with it. This isn't about eating a bad chicken that happens to have the bird flu. This isn't about eating a roasted chicken right there, like what's sitting there is a buffalo chicken wings or whatever. It's not about eating those and saying, well, it was cooked good enough so the virus is dead. It's not what it is. I'm not talking about eating a chicken that has a virus. That's not it at all. The flu virus feeds on chicken flesh. The bird flu virus feeds off of chicken flesh. That's why the chickens are dying, because it attacks every cell in the chicken and feeds off of it. It eats it. So when we have chicken in our livers, chicken in our bloodstream, chicken in our guts, chicken sitting in our colon for weeks and weeks and weeks, for eating chicken 3 times a week, twice a week, once a week, for eating chicken once a month. If you eat chicken once a month, you still have chicken in you. That's it. It's not going to leave you if you eat chicken once a month. Just because you went to the bathroom and you think you saw it on the way out doesn't mean you don't have chicken in your cells and inside your liver and chicken fat inside your body, building inside your body. It doesn't work that way. So it's best to be free from chicken for quite a long time. I'm not saying you can't eat a piece of chicken. It's a good chance, sure, you'll be fine, whatever. You may not get the bird flu, but there is going to be a mutation. It is going to happen at some point. Is it going to be a real deadly one? Very well could be. Is there a possibility it won't be a real deadly one? God intervenes? Yeah, it's very possible. But the chicken that's in your bloodstream and in your organs, and because so many people eat chicken, talking about a crop that everybody just eats all the same. It's crazy. What's for dinner? What's chicken? Okay, well, I'm having some asparagus, but it's chicken. I'm having some broccoli, but it's chicken. What'd you have for lunch? Chicken on salad, chicken salad. Let's get chicken on your pizza. I had some chicken on my pizza. Anyway, but the point is that what people don't realize is everybody should stop eating chicken right now. Every single person should stop. It's critical. Because, A, they're not going to stop. No one's going to stop. How many people are going to see this? Not probably the whole world isn't going to see this. Although the Medical Meme podcast reached a lot of people. So the bird flu episode of the Medical Meme podcast reached a crap ton of people around the world. And that is still being listened to right now every single day, every hour right now. That one did really crazy out there. All right, so let's just do a quick little run through. Okay. There's a bird flu released by the evildoers, classified medical research and science. They put the bird flu out there. Various different ways of contamination so birds would get it. Birds don't naturally get the bird flu. It's impossible. It's not possible for a bird to get the bird flu. A bird can't just come down with the flu. But for some reason, they figured out ways of putting it out there. Drones! Drones! Nobody knew what the drones are for. And they got it out there somehow, whatever it is. It's out there. Birds are getting it. Wild birds are dying all the time right now in massive droves and crops everywhere from both the crops of birds and ag land that are happening, like the poultry and so forth, the fowl, all that. Turkeys included are all dying out there. But wild birds are dying like robins, crows, and other birds too. Pretty soon at this rate, the bird flu is taking over the planet. There's a good chance, if God doesn't intervene or it doesn't stop at some point, in 3 to 5 years, all birds can be gone. Yes, all birds can be gone on the planet. All birds gone. Evildoers are putting the bird flu out there because they know it'll jump to humans. They've actually designed it to have the ability to jump to a human, even though it's not the normal process in which that virus works. But people are getting that virus. Evildoers put out the other flu that's out there now. There's a reason why hospitals are filled with that flu. The timing is actually lined up perfectly. That's what the evildoers did. They put the bird flu out there. They put the regular flu out there, the human flu. Because there's a fantastic chance someone with the human flu is going to get the bird flu here and there and everywhere, including, yes, men and women working at bird factories, chicken factories, egg factories. Those people pick it up first. They end up picking up the bird flu from the birds. Then they pick up the human flu. And they know that the amount of chicken factories around the world and bird factories around the world, they know there's going to be an incredible chance for that to happen from the workers working in these places. That they're going to eventually pick up the human flu somewhere, and they're going to pick up that human flu, and they're going to pick up the bird flu at the same time. And those are going to be the first people sending out the mutations. It's going to be the people working in the bird factories, in the chicken factories and so forth, hen houses and everything else for egg production and everything else. Those people are going to go out one night to a bar, whatever they're going to do on Friday night. They're going to pick up the influenza that's actually going around right now. Then They're going to go back to work on Monday, and they're going to pick up the bird flu, and they're going to have both those flus inside of them, and the evildoers know this. Eventually, a mutation is going to be sprung because both these viruses don't want to kill themselves. They want to work together, so they spar, they learn about each other, and then boom, they sequence. When they sequence, that's when the mess happens. They create a virus that A, wants to kill every chicken and bird there is in the world, and now wants to kill humans more than ever before. So now the flu becomes something different between the bird flu and that flu put together. It becomes a bug that wants to kill people at probably a 50% die-off rate. That's the goal, and that's what they're doing. What I recommend is stop eating chicken. Completely stop. I think everyone on the planet should stop eating turkeys and chickens and quails and pheasants and ducks. Who eats ducks? You always find somebody in a restaurant, fine dining, like, I'll have the duck. And yes, there are some people that have contracted the bird flu, like I said before, already, and you just got to line it up just right. What I'm talking about is the mutation that is coming, not the bird flu that's out there in the moment, but the mutation between the bird flu and the human flu, and that mutation and what's coming. Now, there's a chance it may not come, and there's a chance that it just might not happen, and I would say, for sure, that's God's intervention. But it could happen still all the same. The reason why you want to stop eating chicken or any kind of birds is because you don't want that inside your cells. You don't want chicken in your cells. Yes, it doesn't just go in your mouth and your stomach, down in your duodenum and your small intestinal tract, your colon, and out the other end, and it's gone. It actually sits in your body. It takes months to get it out. Months. You should do a cleanse. Maybe go to Cafe Gratitude and do a wellness reset cleanse. Maybe pick up a medical medium book. Do one of those cleanses. 369. And get the chicken out of your bloodstream. Get it out of your liver. Get it out of your cells. Get it out of your bones. So that you're free from that being in you. And the best thing that could have ever happened right now is eggs being scarce and egg prices going up. Unless it's the only food you can eat for some reason because you have a medical condition and it's all you can eat is eggs blended in a blender or something like that. But the point is it's a good thing eggs are getting scarcer. And it's hard to get eggs. Because nobody should be eating eggs or chicken right now because of what the plan is and what they're doing. And if you think it sounds crazy or anything, like, okay, good. Just think of it as just a fun story. We're just having fun today. That's fine with me. Anyway, so what I recommend is get rid of the chicken. So here's how it works. You guys like my art skills? I'm an artist. Here's how it works. You eat the chicken. Okay? Some of the chicken fat gets absorbed through the mouth. Yeah, believe it or not. Lots of different chemicals and hormones in the chicken. You don't eat chicken with hormones, but yes, you do. Every single chicken has hormones in it. Every single chicken does. Hormones get absorbed into your mouth from eating the chicken. Already you got the hormones. What the bird flu loves is the hormones. Naturally occurring hormones in organic chicken. Whatever, free-range chicken. It's one thing that occurs. The virus will feed off those hormones. You swallow the chicken, it's in your stomach right now. Okay? Your HCl is breaking it apart. Starting to dissolve and break the proteins down. Because that's what your HCl does. If you got strong HCl, if you don't, the proteins just sit there and rot in your gut, and then you're got fermented, putrefied chicken carcass in your gut, and that's what's happening. And this isn't vegan propaganda. It has nothing to do with that. I would, if you're somebody that's eating chicken all the time, and you feel like you need an animal protein, to move on to beef, grass-fed beef. That flu virus, that bird flu virus, doesn't want beef. Chicken's in here and it breaks down. It starts breaking down, okay? And then it moves down the duodenum and into the small intestinal tract and breaks down even more. And then that chicken, part of it liquefies, gets into the liver through the hepatic portal highway, it goes right up into the liver, right here, and it sits in the liver. Fat from the chicken is dispersed by, guess what? Your bile reserves. Your bile actually starts to break down the fats and disperses the fats. That goes all through the body, gets into the liver, and then gets through into everywhere else as well. So when you're sitting there and you got chicken now inside your gut and it's being dissolved by your gastric juices and dissolved by your bile, it ends up everywhere in your body. Your brain, your nervous system, something from that chicken ends up somewhere, everywhere. Your bone marrow, your liver, and it takes time to get it out. When the day comes that these two viruses become one and mutate, and we have a deadly bird flu, you're gonna want, I think we have a tech problem with TikTok. I think they booted me again. You're gonna want chicken out of your body. You'll have the greatest chance to push that virus out of your body. The greatest chance. And you'll have a survival opportunity as well. The evildoers are relying on the amount of chicken people eat. The amount of chicken people eat, the guarantee that the virus will be even more hungrier and deadlier and cause more damage. Anyway. So, you guys got to watch this from the beginning. Definitely have to watch it from the beginning without a doubt, okay? And I think the phone is ringing. But anyway, about the bird flu and stuff, that's only if the viruses mutate. Like I said, God's intervention will definitely kick in, and it's probably not going to happen. But I'm just saying that's how it works with the bird flu. Talked about it on the Medical Beam podcast. Check it out when you can. It's actually a really good episode. It's the bird flu episode, and it's really interesting as hell. It's got a lot of great information. We're just having tech problems right now, you guys, so just bear with us. All right, just to recap, you guys, check out Angels, Demons, Spiritual Tools. You could actually just go on Amazon, type it in, you'll see it. Check it out when you get a chance. See a lot of people laughing. And, okay, check out the Wellness Reset, Cafe Gratitude. And are you going to be there, meet and greet at Cafe Gratitude next week for the Medical Bean Pizza Party? Another thing, too. Watch this whole thing from the beginning. So you can hear about all of that, which is really cool. I'm reading your comments right now, too. Light. Me too, 787, that's right. That's the thing, you know. As far as what people have to... You have to understand something about the chicken and everything else. You keep it away, and that literally right there gives you a lot of protection, and people don't realize that. And that's how great it is. I'm reading comments. Seriously, folks, this guy is talking nonsense about viruses. Eat free-range chicken if you like. And kick fear into touch. Oh, good advice. Go ahead. Anyway, it's not vegan propaganda. I saw somebody saying, it's vegan propaganda. That's not what it is. I've been told this for decades and been proven right over and over with so much information. So, anyway. But look, let's hope nothing happens. And that's the whole point. There's a good chance it won't. But the goal is to create problems. And I could just keep the information to myself. But how great would that be? I want to make sure people have that information. You're excited for the new audio? Wait till you hear it. You're going to be blown off your seat. I was talking about it earlier. You pre-ordered it? Amazing. I'm excited. 7.5 hours of listening. Take a little bit at a time. Light Blast. I hope you're there at Cafe Gratitude. Hope you got a ticket. Be the 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Somebody said, please don't. So grateful for you sharing. I mean, see, they're keeping the information to myself, but I never do. I make sure I let everybody know what's going on. You're late. You don't eat chicken? There you go. But almost everybody does. It's crazy. What time does it release? March 18th. I'm just trying to read some. Can't wait for Monday. Yeah, I can't wait too. I got to get my stuff together and I got to make sure I'm there. I got a friend right here. You're wondering what all the commotion was? I was trying to make sure my friend arrived. Is what I was trying to do. So now what you're looking at right now is not Dr. Nesbitt. You're looking at Dr. Nesbitt's cousin. Looking at Dr. Nesbitt's husband, Charlie. Husband's Charlie. Huh? He says, get it right. I am. So I got to tell you something. So the news I have right now is Dr. Nesbitt has the bird flu. And that's why Charlie's here. He's doing a little better. He's doing a little bit better. He's been drinking a lot. It seems to be helping his bird flu. He's been drinking a lot of vodka. Yeah, no. Yeah, you can say that. It's okay. He's been having some vomiting and some diarrhea. Diarrhea? Is that what it is? Okay. What am I doing? I'm reading comments. Didn't get a chance to read any comments at all. Charlie's saying that Dr. Nesbitt is going to make a full recovery. But how's that possible? You know, during this show, I was talking about how, like, when birds got the bird flu, they're all dying. That's why. You're just trying to keep everybody in good spirits? What? Okay, Dr. Nesbitt is still alive, so you got to just know that. And we'll make sure Dr. Nesbitt recovers. Is Dr. Nesbitt doing all the right stuff? Dr. Nesbitt stopped eating chicken. When did he stop eating chicken? He stopped eating chicken when he got the bird flu. Why is Dr. Nesbitt eating chicken? Dr. Nesbitt's favorite chicken are buffalo chicken wings right here. Do you want one? Um, that's a chicken wing. Charlie doesn't like chicken. Just for the record, not a big chicken fan. So, but you're having a little bit now? No, you're not. Okay. Okay, then put it back down. I'm really sorry that Dr. Nesbitt isn't here tonight. I feel bad. That's what was going on. I was trying to see where Dr. Nesbitt was. Nicholas says, I've been following AW since 2015, and he is always right on point. He even pre-warns us about COVID. Yeah, no, I did. And I talked also about a bunch of other stuff, too, before COVID came. What else? So you're not even allowed to still say that word. It's crazy. Jess, can you explain to us why they would poison themselves? How does that give them control in the end? You'll receive the answers. You will receive the answers with the angels, demons, and spiritual tools. Just hold on a second, you guys. All right. Charlie, this is like getting really got a little too much. All right. Don't worry, Dr. Nesbitt's going to make it. It's going to be fine. A little bird flu's not going to take Dr. Nesbitt out. He's a surgeon and board-certified psychiatrist, for God's sake. I talked about what long flu was before the COVID pandemic. I talked about long flu and how it works. You get the flu, and then the flu lowers the immune system, and the immune system gets dropped, and then it allows Epstein-Barrs and all these other things just constantly just crop up. And so that's long flu. Anyway, so that's medical meme information. So, yeah, COVID did the same thing. So yeah, medical meme information is highly advanced and always ahead of the curve. Mark says this is scaremongering pre-pandemic too bullshit and this shit now. Mark, have you been looking around lately? Everybody is like screaming bloody murder every 5 seconds and shock and awe and everything else. And I'm just talking about the bird flu and the flu getting together on a little dance. See, Lindsay said this guy is such an idiot. Yeah. Uh-huh. She doesn't have a lot of friends. No. Charlie over here says that that person doesn't have a lot of friends. And it's too much time on their hands. What else? Really? They eat that kind of stuff? And that person doesn't eat anything good either. And sees a therapist twice a week? For what? Oh dear God. That's not good. That's not good for that person. Who else is on here? Charlie, you just scared me. Charlie's just hanging out right now. Dr. Nesbitt is sick with the bird flu. Tiki says, wow, so stoked about angels, demons. Angels, demons, and spiritual tools. Corinne says, you are hilarious. Heidi says, is Beatrice okay? Well, that's kind of part of what happened. Beatrice is kind of over there in the other side of the kitchen. So Beatrice just never came to the table. Yeah. And right now the bird flu is not a problem. I'm just talking about what the goal is. So. Viveka says, Charlie is a great co-host. Charlie said, damn right. What else? Said nice person. Nice person. Charlie says you're a nice person. Christine says, I have flu now for weeks. Don't eat chicken, Charlie said. Breck says, why are you watching? You must be answering that other person that says, I am not a great person. Daphne says, we are lucky to have you, AW. I'm going to get off my knees here for a second here. Does fulvic acid help detox any of the viruses? No, it doesn't. Far from it. Happiness from within says, I love your sense of humor. Thank you for being on here, by the way. Really appreciate you. Heather Skinner says, thank you so much, AW and SOC. You are such a blessing to us. Your words are life-saving, and I have never been more healthy after following your teachings. I no longer have to worry about catching the flus that are running rampant. I mean, it's powerful information. You got the flu protocol and everything in the medical medium books, which is always there, you guys. It's always there. Jackie B says, people get angry when chicken is involved. Oh, man, do they get angry. They get so angry. Don't swear, Charlie. Bleep those people. Charlie, come on. Don't say anything terrible like that. Whoa, you're different than Dr. Nesbitt. My God, you got a mouth on you. Oh, my God. Bleep those people? You want me to say the word? Are you kidding? I'm not going to say that on here. I'm going to say bleep. Let's see. D says, my family and I love you. Thank you. Thank you. You're a very special person, Trista said. What? I'm getting compliments. But remember, those other two people said terrible things. Chrissy said, so thank you for you, AW. Been following, so thankful for you, AW. Been following for 11 years and healed Lyme and other things. You are the best. You guys should listen to the Medical Meme podcast. Listen to the bird flu episode is what you should listen to. And check out the audio. Mel says, are we having a book as well? Or just audio? That's a really good question. Haha. Sirius says, I am watching a dude and a chicken have a conversation. What the F is going on? You said, what the F is happening? Saria, I'm glad you're on here right now. You like her? Charlie says he likes you. Saria, Charlie says he likes you. You want to go on a date? Charlie says you just want to you want to give Saria a tour through a chicken farm? Okay. Well, I'm sure she heard. She can try to contact you after the show. Wild Blueberry Babe says, book in series. A lot of good stuff coming. That's all I can say. But just don't get upset with me, you guys, when you hear the audio. 7.5 hours of angels, demons, and spiritual tools. Well, the reborn, maybe Chick-fil-A was made for the bird flu. What? No. Colleen says, did Hay House change their minds about publishing the spiritual books? Hay House hasn't changed their mind on anything. They're backing angels, demons, and spiritual tools 100%. That's what they're doing. For some reason, Charlie, this position's really annoying. Okay, what? Singing Sweetie said I won't get upset. We'll see. We'll see when you listen. Hey, I get a chair. It's hard to see, Charlie. It's hard to actually be down in here while holding on to you. Kelly Lynn says, can't wait till the next book. Any plans for one? Steffi says, when I float on Mattress Island, so fatigued, I can't get out of bed. I listen to your old podcasts. Your voice talks to my soul. It lights my fire and my path and motivation to heal. Keep on healing. Keep on moving forward. Charlie says he'll send some prayers your way tonight. Thank you, Charlie. Charlie, you're so much better than Dr. Nesbitt. Dr. Nesbitt said the most terrible things. You just have a different kind of demeanor. Mason says the comments are too fast. Oh, gone. Comments are, yes, they're fast. Jay says Anthony Spill. Listen. Charlie says a couple of things, just want to say, okay? Charlie said that I didn't give Charlie any chance to talk at all. Charlie says that Dr. Nesbitt's going to call. I'm just waiting. Is Dr. Nesbitt going to call? There's a phone over here. Just waiting for Dr. Nesbitt to call right here. Charlie, I haven't been able to say a lot of things that you're saying because a lot of the things you're saying are just quite crazy. You're talking about Donnie the donkey, and you're talking about Piggy, and you're talking about all the crazy stuff that happens between Donnie the donkey and Piggy because you hang out with him, and Dr. Nesbitt doesn't hang out with him anymore because he's doing too many surgeries. So I understand that. So what do you want to say about Piggy? Piggy poos everywhere, even in your house? So Piggy comes and poos right on the floor. And then what? You have to ask for help to clean it up? Okay, you wanted to tell them that? That's what you really wanted to say? And that's why Dr. Nesbitt might be a better fit. He has to get better from the bird flu. What else? And Donnie the donkey, he overeats? Really? And he threw up in the car again. Donnie the donkey threw up in the car again, and Piggy poops all over the floor at Charlie's house. So Charlie just wanted that across because Charlie's hoping to embarrass them to get them back. Okay, well, I think that was very productive and quite useful, right? Wouldn't you say? Trying to save lives here. Oh! Dr. Nesbitt, thank you for calling. Dr. Nesbitt, oh my God, you are sick. Like really sick. I just thought Charlie was kind of fucking with us right now, you know? Like Charlie's been saying all this crazy, terrible stuff. You know, like pulling her chain, you know what I mean? What? Okay. You want to talk to Charlie? Okay, hold on. Dr. Nesbitt's on the phone right here. Sorry about that. All right, so what did you say? Tell Charlie to get home and put a pot of soup on? Charlie came over here to take your spot. Yeah, I know. But you can... You're too sick to get out of bed. Dr. Nesbitt says he's too sick to get out. What kind of flu? Do you really have the bird flu, or are you just kidding around with me? You really do? Dr. Nesbitt's a surgeon, board-certified surgeon, and a board-certified psychiatrist. He doesn't fool around. He doesn't joke too often. He's got the bird flu. Okay. You know all the birds are dying, right? Just stay out of the poultry farms, whatever you do. Do not do a surgery there. Yeah. Stay the hell out of the poultry farms, Dr. Nesbitt. Because I swear to God, they're just going to round you up with the rest of the chickens and kill all you guys. Yeah. They don't care if you got a little briefcase and your tools in them and you're a doctor. They don't care. You're a chicken to them. Yeah. You can get rid of the bird flu. You're doing the medical medium protocol? Good. Okay. Did you ask your doctor what's right for you? Oh, that's right. You are a doctor. Dr. Nesbitt, surgeon. Okay. Charlie's been really kind of annoying me. I wish you didn't send your cousin. Charlie came on his own. He's supposed to be changing your bedpan right now. Charlie, you gotta be changing Dr. Nesbitt's bedpan. You want to say one more thing? Did Charlie? Okay, go ahead. Sorry, guys. Sorry about this. Okay. What did you tell him? Okay. What? Charlie told me that I have to say it. What is it? Charlie said, this is because you ate chicken last night. Dr. Nesbitt, why the hell would you eat chicken? You are a chicken. You know that's cannibalism? Did you know that? It's cannibalism. Dr. Nesbitt ate a chicken last night. Who was it that you ate? Somebody you knew? Dr. Nesbitt said he didn't know the chicken. He bought the chicken at the store. Okay, I'm going to let you go. I need you to work on your healing process, Dr. Nesbitt. It's not nonsense, Dr. Nesbitt. Do all the things that you need to do. Please. Just get better. And I'll send Charlie home. Okay, you guys. Charlie is going to go home. Oh my God, why is everyone asking about a tsunami in California? What did happen there? Check out the Medical Medium Microplastics podcast episode. Do you guys notice something about the Medical Medium podcast? Do you guys notice something? Have you learned this yet? The Medical Medium podcast has no advertising, and no commercials. Did you know that that's something that doesn't exist in today's podcast world? Especially if you have a podcast that a lot of people are listening to, it doesn't exist. The Medical Medium podcast doesn't have any of that. That's right. So guess how much I'm making from the Medical Medium podcast? Zero. Guess how much money I could make from the Medical Medium podcast? Millions. I choose not to make sure you guys get free listening. So you're not hearing all the bullshit. Anyway, check out the Medical Medium podcast. And what else is going on? Charlie says there's no subscription fees at the Medical Medium website, medicalmedium.com. Free information and tons of free information, lots of free information. Still no subscription fees. You don't have to pay a monthly fee. Sign up to anything. We don't withhold information from you at medicalmedium.com. And there was just recently this doctor guy talking crap about Medical Medium out there. And he was like, you can pay for my subscription fees on my website and you'll get more information from my scientific information from my subscription fees at $60 a month than you'd get anything from Medical Medium. Meanwhile, he said something like that. Meanwhile, the stuff he's talking about is AI, regurgitated shit from AI. What a ripoff and what a scammer. Go to medicalmedium.com, get free information, and it's not AI'd. Sarah Hughes says, love the no ads, thank you. Yes, that's exactly right. 5 years ago, the Medical Medium podcast was approached by the industries of Hollywood. And they said, why don't you have all the advertisers on there? We can make you millions each year. And you can be like other podcasters that just do the whole thing. They run ads. They make money from their advertisers. They keep the cycle going so they can climb the ladder of the podcast world. And I said, I don't want to do that. I just want to do things that I know God would appreciate when it's time to leave here. Anyway, Charlie, what else? All right. Okay, guys. Doesn't mean someday I won't. Got to keep the door open. You never know. Someday I may have to. Someday I may do it. Anyway, go to medicalmeme.com, get free information. Go to my Telegram. I leave exclusive messages on there. Rewatch this. Stop eating chicken. Eat beef, if that's what you like. Eat fish, if that's what you like. The right kind. Eat some sardines. Or maybe don't eat any of that. How about that? Eat some other things. Check out Medical Meme information. Check out the books. But yeah, it's not a good time to eat chicken right now. Maybe next year is a better time to eat chicken. And maybe 2 years from now it's a better time to eat chicken. How about that? Eat chicken 6 months from now. I just wouldn't eat it right now until they get that stuff under control. Heelwood Celery Juice says no rip-off retreats like some are pushing these days. No retreats. Medical Medium doesn't do retreats, doesn't put rip-off retreats out there. That's right. Heelwood Celery Juice. You get it. You get it. It's all free information. It's always been. There's no retreats. And Medical Medium events, are there to help people too. All right, you guys. I'm going to go. Thanks for your patience. We had a tech problem. And I was crawling on the floor looking for Charlie. I was actually ransacking the house looking for Dr. Nesbitt and Dr. Nesbitt's wife. And so I'm sorry about the delay where I looked like a deer in headlights when I realized I didn't have the right chicken. That's insulting? Sorry about that. So I don't know if you can see a difference. Take a look at Charlie's eyes. All right, you guys.